What's going on, YouTube? If you haven't heard yet, Activision has supposedly begun cracking down on people using VPNs in Call of Duty, including Warzone. Since the last update, they put out a statement saying that their RICOCHET anti-cheat software will start adjusting acceptable latency thresholds so that it can more accurately identify when a player is connected to a server outside of their actual region. So what this is basically insinuating is that the game is only going to allow your ping to get past a certain point before it's flagged by the anti-cheat that you might be trying to VPN. So say that your closest server is only 14 millisecond ping away from your house. That would be considered an acceptable range. But now let's say you VPN to a different country that is 200 millisecond ping away from your house. That would ultimately trigger a red flag to the system alerting the anti-cheat that you're using a VPN. Now that being said, it seems like this update to the anti-cheat is just a gimmick to get people to think that they're doing something without actually doing anything. The problem is that this would only work on traditional VPNs such as NordVPN, which changes the user's IP. But these Warzone specific VPNs don't do that. But it could possibly affect you if you try to geofence far away from your country, which you wouldn't want to do anyways because your ping would be way too high. This was a way to get easier lobbies, but I never chose to do it that way because the high ping just made it unplayable. Now the way that Warzone specific VPNs work is that they only send a small amount of information to your selected server. That way the game thinks that you're in the server that you chose, but your connection will still route to a nearby server instead. That is not only in your country, but most likely also on the same side of the country you're playing in. This tricks the skill-based matchmaking system by throwing you into the first lobby it can find, instead of finding a lobby in your skill bracket. So you get the chance of being in an easier lobby without sacrificing your connection. And that's the most important thing. Your ping will remain low when using these VPNs that are specifically designed for Call of Duty. Now I wanted to test if this was true by testing all the major Call of Duty VPNs to see if they still work or if they actually did crack down on these softwares. So what I ended up doing is playing on 3 of the most recognized VPNs for COD. And those were No Lag, LagoFast, and SPMM off. I did this to see if I was still averaging a higher KD than when I've tested my lobbies without running any VPN. For reference, without any VPN running, I average a 2.27 KD. I played 3 days on each VPN, so that's 3 days on No Lag, 3 days on LagoFast, and 3 days on SPMM off. I wanted to give it at least 3 days because if you've used VPNs before, then you know that some days can still be sweaty. But after the 3 days, I took my average KD and compared it to my KD without a VPN, and here are my results. With No Lag VPN, I ended up with a 4.39. With LagoFast Easy Lobby, I ended up with a 4.27. And with SPMM off, I ended up with a 3.7. So I can safely say that the Ricochet update hasn't stopped VPNs at all. That being said, if you're familiar with my channel, then you know that I like testing these VPNs a lot longer than 3 days each. So keep an eye out because I'll have a ton of testing videos coming out soon. By the way, if you guys haven't started using a VPN yet, I linked all 3 that I mentioned down below with discounts. So feel free to use those if you want. And I've also been reading a lot of your guys' comments about what helps you get easier lobbies. And I feel like we're getting closer and closer to figuring out how to get bot lobbies every single time you load up into a match. So I might make a Discord server that you guys can join and help me solve this problem. I think we might actually be able to come up with a solution before Verdansk comes out in March, which would be amazing for the Call of Duty community. But that's all I got for now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Other than that, enjoy the rest of the gameplay and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Remain, you're almost done. 10 squads active in the field. Squads left in the war zone. Stay alert. Got an extra valuable opportunity here. Don't miss your shot.
Requesting Rick.